comes the boom, here comes the boom, here comes the boom, here comes the boom.
What is good, Boom Crew? It's your girl Annie Boom Fanny, and I am making curry goat for the first time. So, I'm gonna follow the instructions I saw on another video. They seasoned it with garlic powder. I'm kind of generous with that because I like it. They also seasoned it with salt. I'm not very big on using salt in my food, but I just want to follow them to the T. I'm not going to use too much of this. Okay. That was Himalayan pink salt. I try not to use the iodized salt, even though I have it right here. If I'm cooking it and it still doesn't have that oomph that I need, then I'll add a little bit of that. They didn't say onion, but I'm going to add the onion anyway. The video I'm referring to, I'm going to try to remember to add it into the description box. They also said black pepper. So this is 2 pounds of goat. This is the leg part specifically. And they also said seasoned salt, but I don't know what that means in their terms, but I use adobo. So here's that. Excuse me. And then they also added some curry directly to it. And this curry is hot curry Jamaican style powder from Grace. I'm gonna add it's probably a little too much, but I'll be alright. All this seasoning got my got me coughing and stuff. Excuse me. I'm not using my hands because my nails and stuff are messed up, and I don't need the coloring and the seasoning to be going into my hands, and I hate wearing gloves, so I'm just doing it this way. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna let this marinate a little, maybe for an hour, and then I'm gonna come back. If you're wondering how much I paid $5.99 per pound, and this is 2 pounds. I let them sit in salt water just to get off all that extra grime and stuff that meat has on it when you first get it. So I'm gonna let this sit a little bit and marinate, and then I'll be back with you guys. Okay, while that's marinating, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to this is my pilon. I don't know what other people call it, but it's called a pilon. I've had it for so long that it's split down the middle, but I don't mind. And I'm gonna crush some fresh garlic. This was $5.19. I'm telling people the price of stuff so that way if you want to make this, you have an idea of, you know, what you would have to spend. Well, I live in New York, so I don't know what, you know, other places are charging. So usually you're supposed to cut the tip of those things off, but you don't have to. Okay, so I'm done crushing the garlic. I just put the video on pause so I can really get into it. And I'm gonna let that sit right here. Also, I'm gonna cut some onion. I cut a decent amount because I have to use some for the rice. I'm making rice and peas as well. This small one's gonna be for the rice, and the big pieces are gonna be for the curry goat. Should I? Alright, whatever. Okay, so this is going to be for the rice. I'm going to use this piece for the curry goat. I'm going to put a little bit more on the curry goat. So, okay. I froze some of my, I froze my green scallion only because I wasn't sure when I was making this curry goat and I didn't want it to go bad. So I'm going to cut enough for the curry goat and the rice. So this should be enough. So that's for the rice right there, and this will be for the curry goat. Okay. I'm just placing everything on a plate on the side. Okay. And then also I'm using fresh thyme. I'm gonna add it to the pot once everything starts to cook in the pot, and scotch bonnet and thyme in the scotch bonnet. Everything that the curry goat is getting in regards to vegetables or spices or whatever, the rice is also gonna get. I'm just waiting for the beans to simmer down. So let me show you how the beans that I used. I used these. I wasn't sure I was making curry goat today with rice and peas, so I didn't soak them overnight as I normally would or know to. But what I did is I put them in a pot and I put them on high heat. So I'm just gonna like basically fast track cook them down until they get real tender, and then I can start the process for the rice and peas. Also, being that I'm adding carrots, I'm gonna add carrots and peppers to my curry goat just to give it some color and some texture. I like to have everything put away. I don't like having extra stuff out. So here's my plate of my spices and herbs or whatever you want to call it. My garlic. And then I'm going to cut like 3 of these up. Or maybe all 4 of them. Don't matter. Get rid of it, right? And I'm going to rinse them off after I cut them up. Let me switch knives. Yeah, so this is the carrots. I cut them up. I didn't care too much about the size. This is 4 carrots, 2 medium size and 2 small carrots. So that's that. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to rinse the potatoes and skim them and cut them up, and I'll be back. Okay guys, so this is the potato, and for those of you who are beginners, I'm just going to show you how I peeled the potato. The potato was filled with skin, and this is a potato peeler, and you take it, and you see that brown spot that was there is off. I didn't feel like doing all of that on camera, so this is what I was left with. Some people could use this for gardening. You could use this also to make moonshine or liquor. I forgot what it's called, but whatever. This is the potato skins. So these are going in the trash. Hold on. So I like to cut my potatoes. Ooh, jeez. I like to cut my potatoes in half like this. Sorry, yeah. Oh, it's cut already. Why am I beasting? Calm down. And then cut them like this. And to me, that's the perfect size. They could be a little smaller, but it's okay. Okay, so I rinse these off. There's no need to pre-season these. You don't have to do all of that, but that's why I added an excess amount of seasonings to the curry goat, because I knew I was putting potatoes and carrots in there, and the seasoning has to compensate for everything that's in the pot. So that's just a little trick that I use. So this is gonna go in the pot. when the goat is tender. Right now it's still marinating and the beans are still simmering down so they can get soft so I can make the rice. So we're still in the beginning stages, guys. Y'all gotta wait. Okay, guys, so this is the beans. I'm sorry about all the cloudiness, but I had them on high heat. I want to show y'all. So these are the dried beans. You have to start waiting until you see them pop open to know that they're tender. I added more water in them because they were simmering all the way down. So yeah, I don't know why this foam is here, but whatever. What I am, okay guys, so I'm trying to set it up where y'all can see what I'm doing. So I just bootleg something. This might be a little too much time for this small pot, but it's okay. So I'll keep that piece out. I'm holding the phone, trying to get the right view. And the person that I saw cook this, she said to make sure that you don't cut this off and put it in. If it comes off by itself, that's fine, but this is extremely hot, so you just want to add it in for taste, but you're going to take it out eventually. So yeah, I'm going to let this all simmer in, then I'm going to add the coconut milk and the rice. Guys, I put the garlic in the pot. I put some I put some oil in a pot on a medium to low heat, and then I put the garlic in. So I'm just gonna let this let the oil infuse with the garlic, and I'm also gonna add some curry. About, I don't know how much I'm adding. Hold on, let me see. So I like a lot of curry. I can say that's about 2 tablespoons. And I'm going to let this burn down a little bit and cook. And then I'm going to add my goat to it. So this is the goat as it's been marinating. A trick that I do when I cook something unexpectedly when I wanted it to marinate is I'll season it and then I'll place it on top of the stove, and while the burners and stuff is on, I'll let that little bit of heat help infuse the seasonings into the meat. So that's just something that I learned a long time ago. So see, this is cooking down. I'm gonna let it cook a little bit more, and then I'm gonna add the curry goat. So I added the coconut milk. Also, I added the coconut milk to this. And now I'm about to rinse the rice and add the rice to it. Okay guys, so I'm adding the curry. And later I'm going to add some water to this when I have to add the water to the pot. Just to get the rest of the seasonings out the bowl. But I'm going to let this brown. I'm going to let this simmer and cook by itself for maybe about 45 minutes. So make sure everything is covered by the garlic and the curry that was in the pot. And then I'll bring you guys back. So I'm just showing you guys me rinsing the rice. But I'm showing y'all this for a reason. This is mainly for beginners. Even though this is the second time me cooking rice and peas, Jamaican style. I'm used to making rice because I'm used to making Spanish rice or white rice. But this is the reason why you have to rinse it. Look at all of that. You see all of that? So I'll make sure I put the water on high just to penetrate each grain. Put my hands in it. And you do this until the water is clear, because you don't want that starch taste on your rice, and starch is not good for you. White rice ain't really great for you, but you know, this is what we're using today. So as y'all can see, the water's getting more clear. Excuse my sink drain. I've been cleaning and cooking all day. Not all day, but when I got in the kitchen, I washed the dishes and did all of that stuff. So the sink drain look a little crazy. So the water's getting more clear. Make sure you rinse your rice off, people. I cannot stress that enough. I can't tell you how much rice is in this bowl because I'm good at eyeballing. So when I go to add the rice to the beans, if it is too much, it doesn't matter because I make rice water. So whatever rice is left over in this thing, I'm just going to let soak anyway, so I can have more rice water for my hair care products. So you see, it's clear. Yeah, so this is the rice and peas. So it's essentially done. I like it kind of sticky, so it came out perfect. It tastes really, really good. So I have the heat on low. I didn't cover it. I didn't do any of that. I just let it cook the way it is and let the rice swell up and absorb all the seasonings and did whatever. And I keep the heat on low just so any little bit of grains that got that little, may have that little bit of hardness inside, because this is not the right size pot. I let those fully cook, and then I eventually turn it off or just keep it on extremely low heat. So the pepper didn't break, so that's a good thing. You see the thyme, you see some of the cilantro, you might see some of the onions in there, but the rice came out perfect. And this is the curry goat. So I just had tasted a piece and it was extremely good, but it's not falling off the bone yet. So I just have to wait a little bit more. Okay guys, so the curry goat is done. Basically you see this bone right here, it had meat on it, but of course it's so tender, this bone as well, so the meat has essentially fallen off the bone. This is the rice, and I'm gonna make some sweet platano with it, but my son is not gonna eat all of that. He's just gonna eat the curry goat in the rice. So the sweet platano and all of that is gonna be for Mr. Crush. So I'm just gonna plate my son's food just to get a thumbnail. So this is how it came out. I saw the lady put the rice in a bowl and then put it on a plate. So there's the carrots, the potatoes, all the curry goat. A lot of the gravy boiled out of it. So next time I know just to add a little bit more water. But yeah, this is it. I know I could make the side of platano and the cabbage, but my son doesn't eat all of that. I just wanted to show you this because I'm getting tired, and I just want to end the video here. So hope you guys enjoy. Thank you.